Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with another round of Grand Arena Championships. We got some 3v3, and check this out. So, if you guys saw my other one, I lost my first round by a little bit, so that puts me in the loser's bracket, okay? And now I'm going up against this guy, and at a, first glance, I see some GLs up top. Look at that. It's an auto set defense. So he lost his first round too, but he's got all 4 GLs up top in random teams. So, yay. So I rolled my defense over from last round because I had no idea what to set, and I've got all 3 of my GLs up top. This is his bottom right here. So that looks like some teams that I can punch through, so that's what we're going to do, because I have a feeling neither of us will be clearing the top, if he does attack. So here we go with the bottom. He's got EP, Yoda on there, R2. I know some of these teams may not be very exciting, and, you can't really learn, oh, this counters this, because it's a team that your opponents will probably not ever set. So what good is that? It's kind of the quick and dirty GAC round this round. Auto set, nothing I can do. But there are some takeaways, I think, that you can learn a little bit by watching the matches and seeing things. I do end up trying my hand at some of his Galactic Legends, and so I'm sure you guys will be anxious to see those counters just to see how they are. It gives me a chance to at least try a practice, even if it's not something you would normally see. So this EP team, you'll probably never see that, but I thought, Padme can probably get through it okay. Yoda doing all the buffs in there makes it pretty annoying. And then R2 with the stealth, it's like, yeah, you wouldn't normally see somebody think of this combo, but it's not bad. Like, for an auto set team, I guess it's gonna do decently. Look, they almost took my Anakin out right there. Got him down into the red. Thankfully, Padme's got her heal back up, so I can heal him up a little bit. Got GK's dog pile, so we'll go ahead and take out Yoda with that. And now it's just EP. So there we go. Not good banners at all. 50 banners. This is something I think people can learn from. One of my patrons, Johnny, I was telling him about this, that if you have a lone Malak, like let's say your opponent put down a Darth Revan and you got stopped on it, and you have to clean up a lone Malak, the best cleanup that I found, and this is something that has been that way for a while, is crew first order. Crew, OG Kylo, and Fox as a cleanup for a lone Malak. And since this is a weird team, it's got Shock T lead, which does nothing for the team. It's got crew in there, so he does have an irresistible stun to worry about, but then it's just Malak. So you can kind of visualize this team as a lone Malak cleanup, because there's no pertinent leader bonuses to have to worry about, and it works the same way. You just got to get the 2 side characters out first, and then this first order team will do its job, and you'll see that here. So I'm working on taking out his crew, because I don't like the stun. I don't want to be stuck behind it, so got to get him out. Shock T can keep healing him up, so it does take a little bit longer. Thankfully, I've got Malak stun too, so I don't have to worry about constant life drains. Because with Shock T there, the bad thing is she's going to keep dispelling crew's taunt. And when you're fighting Malak, you want to keep him taunting, because they can resist the life drains that he does. So don't want him to drain Executioner and then you lose your cleanup weapon there. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So I got rid of crew. Now I can work on Shock T. Taking her down is a little bit of a pain. Trying to keep ramping up turn meter with OG Kylo. Pass turn meter to the team. She's got her counters because she's got the retribution. But we just keep taking big enough hits off her with Executioner. Now she's gone. Now this is just like a lone Malak cleanup. Just stun him with crew's 2-turn irresistible stun. That way he can't do anything, and then just do as much damage as you can. If they don't have fear, then you can use the turn meter spam move with OG Kylo so they can take more turns. And then if you can, depending on how high of tenacity the Malak is, try to do basics with OG Kylo so you can land healing immunity. You don't want him to do attacks and then be healing up. You want to try and land that healing immunity so that every time he goes, he stays where you put him. So in the yellow, in the red, whatever. And just keep saving that stun till it's time, till he comes out of it, and then stun him again. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep the taunt on crew because I don't want him to accidentally drain Executioner. And we just keep doing Executioner's big hit. Trying to do a big hit from Kylo there. And took him out. 54 banners. So that's exactly how you would clean up a lone Malak if there was one. So not quite the same. I can't show you, oh, this team is a great counter for this. But like I said, there are some takeaways here. This team's got Chewie, Grievous, and then Hermit Yoda. And I looked at the team before I jumped in. Obviously, Hermit Yoda is going to have less health than Grievous. So guess who gets guarded? And a guarded Hermit Yoda doesn't do anything. Who cares? Because I'm not going to kill him. Go straight after Chewie, take him out, then you don't have to worry about anything. And then now it's just like taking out a lone Grievous. The only difference is he does have that Master's Training, and then he's got occasional heals from Hermit Yoda there. So do have to deal with that. But I've got Basti lead, I've got Grandmaster Yoda, and I've got Jolie there in case anything went sideways. But he shouldn't really get down past the original bonus protection that Basti lead provides. So just keep going after him. As much damage as I can throw, that's all I'm doing. And I'm trying to just take him out. And I got him out with Jolie there, 54. My goal for this whole match was, in case my opponent does attack, usually if they set auto defense, they're not going to attack. Here's the back. So it's a pretty easy clear for the bottom. Like I said, we're going to struggle on the top. But even if he did attack, he won't have his 33 strongest characters. So there's no way he would get through my top either. So the more 54s I can put up on the board, that just kind of hedges my bets in case, he did attack. So there's the back. We'll go ahead and clear these off and then start making some progress on the top. And I'll show you guys, his Galactic Legends and what kind of counters you might be able to use to take some out if you don't have your own. Alright, he's got some weird Kenobi team. He does have GBA in there, so it's summoning the Brute, and he does have Watt in there. So even though there's not direct synergy, with a lead or anything, it's still synergy with Watt, because Watt can end up bringing somebody back, bringing Alpha back. And I don't want that. And he's giving out the text to, Kenobi or Alpha, putting the text on them. And that's going to be a pain. So you can really underestimate these dumb auto-deploy teams if you're not careful. So you do have to plan out your moves. And I know I'm not the only one that deals with this. I know some of you guys out there get opponents that do that. And you want to try and get as much of a clear as you can. Otherwise, it's going to screw you later for banners if you don't do a good job and make some progress. And so far, last round, I wasn't able to get ships. So not clearing the whole top, is a hurt to me later on in the season. And if I can't clear the whole top for this one, that's a lot of points being left out on the field that are going to come back to bite me later when I'm close to getting Kyber or not. So we'll see how that goes. But here we go. I'm just throwing another team in there, clones this time. And the hardest part is trying to keep what I think I might need to take out Galactic Legends and still one-shot these teams in the back here. Because you don't want to pick a team and then fail, and then now you have a two-shot on the bottom, and if your opponent only has to clear the bottom, then all he knows he has to do is just one-shot everything and he wins. So you don't ever want to give your opponent, a leg up if you can help it. Right here I'm using Geos. They do a fine job. Again, these are teams that you probably won't ever see, just random hodgepodge. I'm trying to do as good as I can to get as high banners as I can. You see I'm putting up 54s, so that's pretty good. I got one team left there, but we're going to go ahead and go up top. There is one thing I want to try, and if it works, then okay. And if it doesn't work, then I'm going to use something different on the bottom and not worry about any more at the top. But this is something that I've been wanting to try, and it's a Jedi Master Luke lead, and he's got gas in there, so it does make it stronger, but he does have Darth Vader, so you wouldn't see that as a third on a typical team. They might have Hermit Yoda or Barriss or somebody there. So not quite the team you would see, but I mean the principle is sound. You see it's Darth Revan, Darkseid Bastila, and Malak, and the key is the shock. So you want to try and get that shock to land and I took out in this case Vader, just because he's like irrelevant. Get him out, then I'm dealing with two Jedi, and it's just like a Jedi Master Luke team you might see elsewhere, in arena or whatever, and this trio should work. So if that works against 5, it can definitely work against 3 or 2, and so that's what I'm trying to do, is land shock and keep shock on him as much as I can, keep using my fears, ability blocks. You can see I've got Jedi Master Luke down into the yellow, so we keep working on him, trying to just get him out of there. That's my goal, is try and get rid of him. If I can get him out, I'm good. And there it was. He was able to get rid of my own Malak, so I have to do without him. But look at that. I was able to clear it for 49 banners. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm glad that that worked. And now I can go back down to the bottom and take out this. Look at this odd Darth Revan with Thrawn and BB-8 in there. So I went ahead and used my CLS team here. Maybe I could have used something different. I should have tried. I was thinking about, bounty hunters or something. I should have tried something a little bit lighter, because maybe this CLS team could have been coming in handy up top. Like I said, I want to try and take out some of his GLs, since he had all 4 there, even though the team comps are a little bit weird, but just to try and see what I could take out, since all my 3 are on defense. So we'll take care of that team. Didn't do too bad there. Bottom's clear, and I got rid of 1 team up top. If I can clear out 1 more, I should be golden, because there's no weak teams on my top except for JTR Bros, which is the only one he could possibly clear, and then 3 GLs. So if I can clear 1 more GL, I'm in good shape. So this is his C team. Okay, he's got the Emperor here, and he doesn't have the ultimate on this one. Last round I went against one that had the ultimate, and this team didn't work. It's Vader, Watt, and Shore. And you put I couldn't remember, maybe I should have watched the video, but I put the tank tech on Shore first, and then I'm going to put the weapons tech on Vader, and after that, you're pretty much done. You want to try and drop as many dots as you can on C, and that way you can cull him. The thing that somebody pointed out in the comments of my previous video is the reason this team didn't work is Vader had already gotten debuffed or deceived, whatever, by the Emperor, and you can't crit once that happens. So I couldn't crit the Emperor to death. Well, in here, he doesn't have the ideal team, obviously. So he's got JKL in there as an extra. I was able to take him out. Nothing too special there. But now it's 3-on-1. And I don't have to worry about him going ultimate on me. So I'm racking up dots on him, trying to do what I can, and still keep everybody alive. The longer I keep Shore alive, the longer he's going to focus on Shore and leave Vader alone. And I just want to keep Vader alive till I can get into Merciless again, and then have him go ahead and do his Culling Blade. So on paper, this team does work. I just got to make it back around one more turn, and I should be okay. So that's what I'm doing here. Like I said, he doesn't have the ultimate charge to build up and take everybody out. So he's not picking on Vader. Here I go, Merciless and Culling Blade. There we go. Finish that team off for 53. Again, not a team you're going to see out in the wild, but the principle is the same. So if you can get that to work on the team that you come across, I mean, that's how it's done. And that leaves me with his Kylo and his Rey up there. I've got a couple things left, but nothing nothing that can punch through those teams. And even if I got them down to lone Kylo and lone Rey, there's nothing that would clear those. Like, those are hard enough to clear with a full 5-man team sometimes if you don't have the right characters. So there's no way I can clear them out in 3v3, not without my own GLs. But I am pretty happy that I was able to at least clear the bottom and take out 2 of his Galactic Legends. We'll go ahead and leave it here, and I'll catch you guys in the next round. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.